How's it going? In this video, I'm going to take you through a whole haircut journey. So my hair is getting a little bit too long on the sides and the back. Going to take a haircut today. Along the way, I'm going to show you kind of like what creams and how I kind of style my hair and what kind of like creams, gels, and products I use. It's going to be a fun one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about how I usually like my haircut, because I don't really like to talk to a camera when I'm in a barbershop. It's a little bit like too much. It's just a regular good old like barbershop. I don't think they're too used to people having cameras. So I just like a skin fade, so really short on the sides, and I really hate having long hair at the back just because like when I sleep and get back up, it's all flat and I have to kind of like deal with it. I don't really like to deal with it. But kind of like over the top, I like to keep it like longer just because it gives the curls it gives them a chance, you know, to show off your curls. Not too many people have curly hair, so if you have it, you know, make the most of it. I don't really touch the beard too much. I like to have it kind of like noticeable but not too long. And the skin fade gives it a nice contrast between kind of like the hair, the long hair you have up top, and the beard, and it's kind of like a shorter patch on the sides. So it gives it a nice contrast. Let's talk about the products. I'm going to show you when I get them. I like to use mousse, and the mousse is a category of products that they're like a foam that you apply to curly hair, and essentially they moisturize it, give it a kind of like a protective coating, and also make sure like it's frizz proof, so it's not as frizzy and not as messy, and kind of like helps you have defined curls. So that's something that kind of like I use. I'll take you through the whole journey and like which ones I use and how I apply it. Hopefully they let me record inside, but in case, just wanted to kind of like give you this whole spiel kind of rundown of like what I'm expecting today to look like. But if they let me record, then bonus, like great. I get to like, I'll show you the process and kind of like have a time lapse of how things look like. But if they don't, I'll just show you the after and kind of like how I care for it. Let's go. So we got the haircut done, but right now it looks a little bit, I guess, on the rough side just because there's no products in it. Once I put the products in, it is going to look like $1,000,000. But let's go to my place and I'll walk you through the product, how I style it. Let's go. While I'm getting home, I figured we can talk for a little bit. So in case you don't know, the barbershop I go to is Persian, and my background, I'm Persian, Iranian. The reason why I go to a Persian barbershop is not that my hair is like special or other barbers can't cut, because they fully can, but the reason is that I have maybe like a handful of Persian friends that I interact with outside of my family. It's a good opportunity for me to, I guess, hang out and kind of interact with more Persians and maybe get my monthly dose of kind of Persians around, and like just to see like what they talk about, what are like kind of like what are the jokes, what are the kind of like the guy talk, what's happening in the scene that I'm not very exposed to, but at the same time that I am part of just by like nature. It just gives me to kind of tap back into the roots a little bit and kind of see what they're talking about, like kind of hear some of the jokes that they make, and overall it's really, I guess you're experiencing the Persian-ness of everything. But in case you're wondering, the barbershop I go to is called Fade Zone, and it's in North York, Canada. So if you don't know, it's in Toronto, and the owner's super lovely. And yeah, I'll leave their details and like their address, if there's a website and all that stuff, Google Maps, in the description if you want to check them out. That's something I can definitely do. Overall, I really like them. After a nice wash, the hair wet and everything, and I personally use the Dove Styling Mousse, the 3 out of 10 one. And this one, it's it's foam, but it gives the curls texture, and it gives you more defined curls. So I'm going to show you. The way you put this on is you shake. You have to be pretty generous with it, and you just start slowly like applying it to your hair. And although it looks white at the beginning in your hair, like the foam, but it slowly turns into a liquid and goes away the white color, and it just becomes like a, I don't know, like almost like a gel. But it's weird describing mousse, but it's just, think of it as a water, as a thick water that just gets your hair to can stick with each other. Next thing is blow dry. Let's do that. Before I show you how I blow dry, I want to show you this, diffusers. Diffusers are key for curly hair. If you don't know what they are, I'll put a link to them in the description so you can check out what diffusers are and where you can get some on Amazon. But essentially, this is what a diffuser looks like. It essentially just slows down the hair, slows down the air, and makes it more gentle, and like distributes the hot air instead of just one big stream of hot air. It just distributes it using these like little holes it has, and it doesn't ruin your curls. So with that said, let's go. Okay, so now that my hair is somewhat dry, what I want to do is puff it up with my hair, just like this, and make sure like the curls are, I guess, getting lifted and they look as bouncy as possible. You can style it with your hand. It should be okay. Next, for like the shorter hair on the sides, there's a brush. I'm gonna show you, and you just push the hair down, and you can also use it on your beard as well. Most people use it for beard, but I figured you can just use the same one for the short hair when you have a fade. The before and after of a fade. So this is what the haircut looks like. Pretty decent, pretty good. I like it. And yeah, this was the journey of me getting the haircut and putting the hair products and all that stuff. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll make sure to, you know, post more videos and kind of get an idea of what kind of content you like. By subscribing, you automatically get to see my videos on your feed, and so that's an easy way to make sure you don't miss them. What you're gonna do next is right here, I'm gonna leave a video, and you're gonna go check out this video, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.